Alright, today, here's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to go in order, so that's, this is going to be our first type of problem. We're in section 4.2, 4.3, that's what we're in. We're dealing with decimals. Okay, I'm kind of mixing the two sections together. We're dealing with decimals. The big thing about the first type of problem that we're going to be doing here is we are dealing with order. Okay, numerical order. So, numerical order. That means I'm going in a specific way. So, ascending or descending. So we're going to do kind of one of each. So we're going to start with ascending. So I want to go, ascending means I want to go least to greatest. So small to big. Does that make sense? That's the order I want to write these numbers down. Okay. So we're going to do that first in my first example. Now, I'll give you guys kind of the option here. Which one do you want to pick first? I'll give you the option 9 through 16, basically. Is there any one in particular you'd like me to do?
The easy one.
Easy one?
Yeah.
Hard one? Which one? I'll pick, you have no option.
Pretty sure 17's not out there, buddy.
I'm going to pick 3, 2,
16.
1. Yeah, we're doing 16. Good choice. Alright, so we're going to pick 16. Alright, so the idea here, let me shorten this up just so we can see this here. Let me zoom in here. Zoom in. Alright, so we're going to do number, whoa, 16. We're doing this bottom one here. Alright, so on the bottom problem here, we're going to try to put these in order, small to big. Okay? So small to big. So when we have these three numbers, in fact, I'm going to cover up these other numbers with a sticky note here. Note. Let's change the color to gray. All right. So let's cover up these other ones here, and so now we have some room to work. Okay. So we're going to do this bottom one. Okay. So these are my three numbers. Which number do you think is the smallest? And I'm not talking about the length of the number. Which one is worth the least amount of money?
7.8.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 7.82. That is $7.82 and a little bit extra, right? The next one that's worth the least.
7.9.
7.9. So that's only $7.90. So it's basically like a couple pennies more. Okay? And yes, notice I can put zeros back here. Those don't make any difference when they're past the decimal point. And the last one, 7.90. 7.902, I should say. That one is slightly bigger than this one because it has a 2 after it. So, like, money-wise, it's at $7.90 and a little bit extra.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Okay, so that's the order. That is going small to big. That's ascending order. Least to greatest. That's the key word there. That's what the book will say. Least to greatest. Okay, do we feel comfortable with that first one?
I'm alright with it.
Okay, alright. Let's do a second one now. Let me get rid of my little sticky note here. So, sticky note, we're going to get rid of that. Alright, so I'm going to pick another one here. Let's pick
12.
12, yeah, let's do that. This will work. Alright, we're going to pick number 12. Let's slide this near the top here. Alright, so let's put the sticky note back where we need it. Alright, so sticky note is in place. We got all our numbers covered. Alright, so now on this one, now we're going descending order. So now we're going descending. So that means we're going big to small. Big to small. Okay, and that means greatest to least. So that's what we're doing here. Big to small. Okay, which number do you think is worth the most amount of money up here as of this moment? Which one?
That big one.
This one?
Yeah.
Why? You're right. But why?
Well, first of all, there's three numbers at the end, and which would pretty much mean 11 point. or I should say 11, in money form,
Yeah.
$11 and 398 cents.
Okay, all right, you wanna do 398 cents? That's a good way to actually think of it. 398 cents versus the other ones, right? They have $11 and 360 cents, or
And
or
guess what's
$11
next?
and 200 cents. So what would be the next smaller one? So that was the biggest.
11.36.
11.36, like I just said, because that's, if we're gonna make them all the same numbers, that's 360 cents, because that's the greatest way to think of it, even though it's not, it's 36 cents. And then the last one, obviously the smallest one, 11.2. Because if I'm making the same distance, it's only 200 cents. It's actually a pretty good way to think that the decimals after it have to be the same amount of pennies, okay? Okay, questions with descending, that was going big to small. I believe your book only wants one direction. I think they want least to greatest. They want going up. They want ascending. You gotta go small to big. I think that's the way. So the first way I did my problems, that's the way they want. Okay, not bad. It looks like you guys got a pretty good handle. I'm not assigning a lot of those. I think you have
3.
1, 5. You have 5 of those. So won't be bad. You have 5 of those. Okay.
So I'm not gonna do those first anyhow, right?
So not bad. Okay. Next, are we good with those though?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. The next one that we're doing. We go to the next picture here. Da-da-da. All right. Okay, this is the next one. Okay, this is what they're going to give you. They're like, this is the picture out of your book. This is the second type of home. I'm only going to assign a couple of these. Okay. You're gonna round this number to a specific spot. So round to the 10th, round it to the 100th. So you're gonna get 3 individual different answers. Does that make sense? Now, every time you round it, you're gonna write down that answer right here, then you have to start over. So then when you pick your number again, then round this number to the 100th, then start over and round this number to the 1000th. Don't just keep rounding it off and off and off. I've seen somebody attempt that years ago. It made me laugh. Okay, I'm gonna do the first maybe 2 for you, so you can see it. Does that make sense? Okay, so the 10th position, we're gonna round this number to the 10th. So what number is the 10th in? What is the 10th position? So this would be what, the ones position?
8.
Yeah, so this is the tenths position, right? Then you'd have hundredths, and then this would be thousandths. So it kind of gives you an idea of like where the numbers are. Okay, so we're looking at the 8, right? Is the number behind it big or small? Small, so that means the 8 will stay the same. The 8 will stay the same, and then you chop off all the rest of the numbers behind it. Okay, makes sense? Okay, let's do hundredths now. What number's in the hundredths position?
3.
3. This is the only number I didn't label. 3. You look behind it. Is that number 5 or bigger? Number behind it is 3. Yeah, so that means the 3 will turn into a 4, and you chop off all the rest of the numbers behind it. Okay, makes sense?
Yep.
Because the reason why the 3 went up, why just another number, didn't I? The reason why the 3 went up is because the number behind is 5 or bigger. Okay? All right, thousandths position. So that would be the 5, right? So thousandths. What's the number behind it? Big or small?
Small.
Small, so that means the 5 will stay the same. So 2.835, and then you chop off all the rest of the numbers behind it. The number you have. Okay, let's do the next one. In fact, I'm gonna let you guys have kind of free reign on this one. So Eric or Sam, who wants the 10th position? Who wants it?
10.
You want 10ths? All right, so Eric, round this number to the 10th position.
7. Nope, 6.
6, okay, so we're gonna leave 4.6. Now what happens after it?
Zeros.
Zeros, so 3 zeros. Okay, boom. Okay, Sam, you want the hundredths or you want the thousands? Which one do you want?
Hundreds.
Hundredths? Okay, so hundredths is this number, right? That's the second number there. So, is it gonna stay at 2 or is it gonna go up?
It's going to
Stay.
stay
Stay, why?
because it's not 5 or bigger.
5 or bigger behind it, yep. So the 4.62, and then what happens to all the 2's after it? Or what happens to all the numbers after it?
Zeros.
Zeros, okay. And I'll do the thousandths position, okay? The thousandths is the 1. So I'm looking at the number behind it. It looks like that is a big number. It's 5 or larger, so that means the the 1 will turn out to be a 2, and then I chop off all the rest of the numbers behind it. Okay, so you see what you're doing on these?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna write the homework on the board, I'll write it over here. Assignments today, if you haven't shared with me that Google Doc with the Word form, or the numerical form for numbers, you need to go on your Google Drive and make sure you share that with me. The one that we did, not together in class, but the one you had to make a copy and fill out all those 10 questions.
Yeah.
If you haven't finished that page 92, that was technically due yesterday because of the snowstorm. That one is due, so that was the 1 through 9, 2 through 8. That was the one I think you were just writing like the spot the numbers were underlined, or writing what the last number was, so you just had to read what the instructions said. And this one is due Friday, so you have a couple days on this one. So I would say this is probably your last priority. And I believe it's only 10 questions. So,
So which would be more likely the one to work on?
worksheet first, then go to that assignment. Okay? All right, so here's homework. Homework is due Friday. This one that I'm gonna write. So
Okay.
I would definitely say you probably wanna save this one until tomorrow, probably. January 20, this is due the 26th, I should say. 26th is Friday. All right, here it is. It is page 96, 1 through 5, exercise C. And then you're gonna turn to page 98, and you're doing, what is that? 1, 2, 3 through 7, exercise H, and that's the chart from that I'm putting on the board right now.
Alright.
3 through 7, exercise H. Make sure you're doing the right exercises on those assignments. So,
Unlike me, like I did last time.
yeah, so. Okay, so this assignment, this page 96, 98 is due Friday. So you have a couple days on this one. I would say this is probably your last priority. I mean, maybe tomorrow, we might play a game tomorrow. Might play a game tomorrow on this. Get some time.